Dude, I don't think
Elon's busy. Elon's about to be going to court, dude. Fucking
Yeah,
what do
backing
you
out his
what's
Twitter deal.
the what are I mean, he's backing out of the sale, so they're suing him for not wanting to buy anymore.
Yeah. Well, and now he's like fucking checkmate because he doesn't want to buy it because all the shitty ass bots that are on Twitter, and
Yeah.
he's like, I
Wh-
guess because Twitter like won't like uh can't like I guess like won't show them or like give him the information on how many bots are on Twitter or
dude,
whatever. So now he's like they're gonna
Probably
have
the
to, and
the majority of accounts on Twitter at this point are bots.
yeah, well it's
that's
like
what I was
Instagram.
getting at. I was saying like thinking the same thing today because I was like even the bots that even like entities that you'd think are replying to people in the comments that might actually be related. I'm almost certain they're all bots. Like when I go on
Right.
Twitter, I click all these people's like pages and I just they have no tweets. You click tweets and replies and you go down and it's just an endless list of them just like fucking like saying stupid shit and then not getting any likes or any interaction or engagement. I'm like, what the like what is going on? Like they're just tweeting into the void.
Yeah. Just firing it off.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping he would buy it to see what the fuck was gonna happen, but oh well. I mean, I guess this is gonna be interesting. Watch him go to court over it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's wild. I mean, just to say I'm not gonna buy Twitter, but I mean they're like, no, dude, you're fucking buying Twitter. Like I don't
Was
know.
the argument that he like manipulated the stock price or something by saying he was going to buy it at a certain
I
price or
no,
I don't even
I think he was just like I think they're just saying he's so far into the deal that I don't think he's legally able to back out is what they're saying.
how does that even make sense though, right? Like that sounds like an open and shut case. I don't think that's gonna.
Manipulating stock prices is something that Elon Musk does on the daily.
Yeah, that's not his first script with the SEC.
We'll talk about Dogecoin.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so it says he's breaching his contract and hypocrisy and bad faith in breaching his contract. It claims that Musk used pretexts, including a question about how many fake and spam accounts are on the platform, as a way to try to kill the acquisition after a market downturn made it look like he was getting a bad deal. Yet the suit points out he was under a legally binding contract.
Cool. Rich people suing each
Yeah.
other and spending millions of dollars in court.
Yeah, it says the lawsuit sets Twitter and Musk up for an expensive and high stakes battle in which a once reluctant seller will try to force the hand of a now unwilling buyer.
Dude, it's
What a
also
clusterfuck.
if it couldn't be a worse week for Elon, he's also the daddy of two
Yeah,
new
fucking
children
twins. I
of
saw
fucking
that.
twins from his employee that he hired. So, Daddy Elon, Daddy again
I wonder if
for the
any of his
seventh
three
time. For the
kids have
seventh time,
his. I wonder if they were born with his autistic abilities. Any of the
I
three
hope
kids.
so.
Dude, I hope they all see through walls. I hope these twins like see through like
You think
they. I
he
hope
spends
these.
time with any of them?
No, I
Probably a
mean
shit dad.
I'll never forget him trying to explain the first kid's name on Joe Rogan, where he was just like, "Yeah, she named him that." Like, I don't know.
He's like,
He
dude, I
just
don't
put
care.
He's like, I don't fucking know how to say that name. He's like, that crazy bitch named her that.
He's
But
like, talk to me when you're 16 years old and you can have a
work
conversation.
when you can work for me.
Yeah,
Like talk to
exactly.
me when you can work when you can have a worker's permit when you're 15 and a half and you can work in my plant. Which at that point, Texas might have texted it at that point and fucking there might not be that kid there might not be worker laws there. And that kid's gonna be working in a Tesla
Factory way
fucking
earlier.
sweatshop in a year or two from now. So who knows? I mean,
I like he uses his Twitter to get ahead of any news that comes out about him. Like this whole thing with this these twins that were born out of wedlock. He's like, I love large families and I'm super proud of families that have a large number of children. And then, oh, that's why you said it, because you just want to like soften the blow of like, oh, you're just fucking everything that moves over there.
yeah, I saw that. I thought that was kind of
I
weird.
also like it's hard for me to like be like, oh, tisk tisk when I'm not a fucking billionaire with, the world is an oyster and I can do anything. The possibilities are endless. Oh wait, and I'm like the smartest person in the world. So I'm not really gonna try to, talk too down on Daddy Elon. You know, shit's just getting a little fucking rocky in the boat. I think he's gonna pull through it though. You know,
What were we gonna ask Stuart his opinion on when he got here? Doesn't I feel like it had something to do with
it was
this?
Abortion?
It wasn't at
No.
all. No, it was stolen valor.
Stolen. Oh, okay. No, so it has nothing to do with this. For some reason I thought it had. I guess it's all shameful. I mean, it's all shameful. It's all falls under this.
There's
fucking
nothing more
umbrella.
shameful than stolen valor.
Yeah. So
bro.
how do you feel about
You're
stolen
disrespecting
valor?
our truth.
They make for really, really good viral videos. I love when guys like bust dudes on it.
Well, we were talking about how Jack has had this shirt since his fucking preteen days, and it back in the day, obviously, you know, well, he doesn't have facial hair then either, or now, but like now he's obviously taller. Back then, nobody assumed he was a fucking New York fire department, you know, firefighter, but now he looks like he could be on vacation, and like he's.
What tower did you run into on 9/11, Jack?
All of them, dude.
All of them, dude. Even that one that
7.
fell. Yeah, even that one that fell for fucking no reason.
Dude, I had to get all that gold out beforehand.
Well, now Jack's sus
dude.
because he was the last dude seen in Tower 7.
There's like a picture of Jack and his firefighter friends, and he's the only one alive in the photo. everybody's like, what does this guy know? You know? And then they find out that his favorite wrestler is Chavo Guerrero, and it just fucking blows this whole thing wide open. Everybody's like, dude, what the fuck is this kid? Like,
dude,
two conspiracies, one child.
Jack's outfit right now is sus as fuck because it's like, oh, you were at 9/11 and Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, he got the hat from he got the hat when he was volunteering after.
Dude, I'm like fucking Forrest Gump, dude. I find my way in every single historical situation
like one of those
in the United States
actors.
in the last fucking 29 years.
You're one of those crisis actors that Alex Jones told us about. Yeah, you're an Alex Jones crisis actor. You just show up.
Dude, I was in Las Vegas during you know what, and that was pretty crazy, dude. I had the room right next door at the Mandalay Bay, dude. I was high rolling it with some celebrities.
Yeah, Jack's like, could you keep it down? I just ordered a movie.
Can you turn down the John Wayne film that you're watching over there? Holy shit.
Are you watching Rambo 2, dude? Just come over to my room. I got it on the fucking surround sound.
Yeah, dude. I got it. I got the fucking HD, super HD version. But dude, that's so stolen valor. So like how do you so is it worse do you think I mean, obviously impersonating a soldier might be the worst, but like impersonating a firefighter is pretty fucked up too. I mean, like if Jack just walked outside and started like, and everybody's like, thank you for your service, man. And he's like, no, yeah, no shit.
If I were to do it, I wouldn't be shooting for the mountaintop like New York City. I would be like, oh, I'm a volunteer firefighter in like Doe Run, Missouri.
Yeah, if I was really,
and no one's going to trace that.
That's kind of a bold one. I mean, I say the things like this is the equivalent of like an I love New York shirt or like a fucking, you know, NYPD shirt or FBI federal boob inspector, you know, like
you look just super thin blue line though, regardless.
Oh, it is. Yeah, dude.
Yeah, you definitely look. Yeah, like... fuck yeah.
Why? Because I'm
these colors don't run. You're one of those these colors don't run people. That's exactly what you are.
I got a good question for you guys, and I want your honest answer. Don't even think about it. Just give me your gut reaction. Is John Cena in the early 2000s era and including the movie The Marine stolen valor?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's stealing a lot in the early I mean, he was stealing. He was culturally appropriating. Yeah,
for black people, then soldiers.
And
John Cena has a platinum rap album, and he was at the BET Awards with like Busta Rhymes and shit. Let's not.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, no doubt he's got some pull. But like,
here's his incidences of stolen valor. Obviously, the movie The Marine. 2, if you don't remember, he announced to the crowd at a wrestling show that the United States had just assassinated Osama bin Laden.
No, he didn't.
Like the whole. Have you never seen that?
Tweeted it,
dude. Have you never seen the clip of John Cena announcing that they got Osama bin Laden?
Yeah, it was like live on Raw, and he's like, "We got him."
Bro, it is one of the most hype videos ever, dude.
We learned that Osama bin Laden had been killed by The Rock and John Cena. For some reason, they have this clearance level that a certain friend of ours doesn't have yet, but is working towards.
Yeah.
That's how we learn of important facts now. The Rock and Cena.
Dude, is
Dude.
the Rock? Dude, the Rock's gonna be fucking president too. So that.
Probably.
They probably gave him the early access security clearance.
Bro, he's
'cause they knew.
here's the thing. He's got to run with Mark Cuban. Mark Cuban and The Rock
down.
actually might make noise. Like, because Mark Cuban is the
Wait,
Rock.
who's
the
gonna be
Rock
the
would be
who's gonna be the president?
The Rock is the vice
The Rock.
president.
No, The Rock. No, because the Cuban's got to be the Cheney. He's got to be the one with the hand
The
up the ass.
mouthpiece.
Working
Yeah,
the puppet.
no, I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess you're right. So
Dude,
he
we
would
go
definitely-
full idiocracy and have a fucking professional wrestler as a fucking
Absolutely, dude.
president.
We're
Like,
there.
this is
Dude,
so
well, let's say,
fucking stupid.
Mark Cuban though, like that, he would legitimize it. That he would be like people would be like, damn, like did they really elect a wrestler? And they're like, yeah, but they do have the fucking self-made billionaire that I mean, like, as if there's a billionaire, like fuck all billionaires, millionaire, fuck them all. But like, if there was one on planet Earth that was like probably the coolest one of them all, it's got to be Mark Cuban.
For
I mean,
his
the guy
drug
is
website alone.
the drug website. Oh, yeah, I mean that alone is the coolest. I mean, he is literally single-handedly undermining big pharma. I mean, like he's literally like, oh yeah, you're getting fucked here. Let me give you medicine at like retail price, or like it's amazing.
He's probably gonna get on.
He'd get
probably on somebody's
assassinated.
shit list. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Could you imagine he get him and the Rock in there, and he goes out in the public? He's like, my first thing I do is take down big pharma, dude. He'd be dead in a month.
Those two would get so much done that they'd get assassinated. Where it's like, the Rock standing there like punking out Mitch McConnell, saying like, sit the fuck down, and then like that old melted turtle sits down. Ted Cruz runs away crying. And then, meanwhile, Mark Cuban's actually getting shit done.
Dude, he reaches his fucking hand out and to DeSantis, and he pulls him in and gives him the rock bottom at the fucking at the debate, and then he does the fucking people's elbow. He steps over him, takes off his blazer. He's got the one fucking sweatband on. He pulls it off, throws it into the crowd. There's no ropes around, so like they just form like a fucking Democratic like square, like it's like a ring of, the Red Rover send whatever over.
They
so
link
like
arms so he can Irish whip off the ropes.
Dude, he Irish whips off the Democratic Party, and he just drops an elbow on Ron DeSantis. And like, because I think didn't we talk about this last episode that like if there was a Republican, like DeSantis is probably the favorite as far as like who the Republicans are going to put out here this next time around, and he's probably got the best chance to win. Right. And I did hear an interesting thing the other day that somebody's like, it's actually Gillis that said this, because now he is just my fucking my go-to for political news, because like I feel like he just puts like
How sad is that?
It's so sad that I've got this guy, that I've got Trump Jr. who but like he was like, if Trump runs again, he's like, no, no other Republicans even going to risk going up against that. They're like, they're not even going to put themselves through that. They're just going to they probably will just let him have it. But if it's DeSantis, nobody but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson can. I mean, could you imagine that the Democratic Party Irish whips themselves back into the favorite? Like that would just be.
Well, when you were saying The Rock and all, and being in Congress and doing the wrestling, what I was thinking was like he becomes President Rock, and I don't think he goes President Johnson or anything like that. It's just President
Rock would be sick.
President Rock, and then he brings all of the Democrats in, on his first day, like all the senators are there, and like fucking Dianne Feinstein just lets out like a 92-year-old old lady fart that just like fucking destroys the entire room, and The Rock just picks her up, puts her onto the rock bottom, and puts her through the fucking Oval Office desk, and just fucking, do you smell? Hit him with that.
Dude, well, that would be the sickest. Like he would, all the presidents and like at all their little all like the candidates and shit, they have their rallies and they have like a song they come out to and stuff. Like The Rock would have like, he already has theme music, so like he would literally just.
But which theme?
They don't play Stars and Bars. They just played
Nation of Domination.
Okay, well, the Nation of Domination is going to get him. That's definitely getting him killed. Like he's already a minority. Like he's kind of got it. Like here's the thing. Like,
could you imagine
America's not just what?
I was gonna say, can you imagine an over the top Republican like hate ad against The Rock, and it's just a
Yeah.
clip of him with the Nation of Domination, and
A
it's
picture
just
from
like,
him like
it's just
25
like
years
it
ago.
like
They're
all
like,
goes black and white, and then like a red.
is
It's
he
like,
a traitor?
do you want this man to be the
Where
president?
was The Rock on 9/11? You know,
Yeah.
they're just like a picture of him and Farouk. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Dude,
but
be like
he would have to use the
Vote
smell.
no for the
be like,
Scorpion
be like,
King. We're a
you think The Rock
democracy,
has
not a monarchy.
They go, you think The Rock has integrity? In 1999, in a steel cage match, or in a singles match, he used a steel chair illegally to capture the WWF title. Is that somebody you're willing to trust with your
Didn't he rock
country's
bottom
future?
his fucking old principal? You know what I'm saying? Like, remember when Mick Foley brought all the people out and fucking and had like,
Yeah.
remember when he had all
When
those
he-
surprises lined up
This
for
is
him
your
and had like his
life.
old, had like his old girlfriend and shit like that. And like, I think he brought out like his old like teacher or like his high school principal or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But
You gave The Rock a C? You tried to fail The Rock?
Yeah, Cuban and the Rock would make some fucking noise. Like who
I
else do
would
the
vote for
Democrats
that.
have?
Well, they were
Who
gonna say
else?
John. They were saying John Stewart, which is kind of interesting person.
Okay, John
to,
Stewart would be interesting too because I think he would be. I don't know if people would. I mean, people
Where
take
has he
him
been
seriously.
like the last 5 years? I wondered though.
I feel
That's
like
what I kept thinking about.
he's been like doing shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like I feel like
but what? I mean, I'm not trying to like undermine it. Like I'm indifferent to John Stewart.
Well,
as a person.
Mr. Fire Department of New York City, he's been lobbying to make sure that those firefighters from 9/11 continue to get their benefits. That's been
that's
his
cool.
main project for the last decade.
Okay, yeah, I just didn't know. I didn't know what he's been up to ever since the Daily Show.
Fighting hard for those boys.
Because the Daily Show has pretty much sucked dick ever since Jon Stewart left.
yeah. Well, Colbert was like Colbert is in all them like in Trevor Noah and all them like they're like I think they're all funny like in their own right, but like Jon Stewart is like he was like the perfect. He knew like what he was talking about. Like I feel like he was the smartest one of all of them. Like he had that perfect mix of like when he said ignorant shit and like he like dogged you on TV, it hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when Colbert and stuff did it, it was kind of like people kind of rolled.
I like the
played a
Colbert.
character.
Yeah,
Colbert Report was really good, but like I just think like I mean, I not to get too political, but I just think like all this like him and Seth Meyers and like all those dudes that are like Jimmy Kimmel who are like really just like they're like when Trump was president, it was literally like an hour and a half of just Trump jokes. And like sure, like it's funny. Like and Saturday Night Live kind of got that way too. It was like when he left, they had like nothing. Like it was like it just kind of got like redundant. I feel like those type like Seth Meyers especially like his whole show is like this week Trump did this and I'm like yeah it's funny but just like
when is
after
is
a
Seth
while
Meyers
it's
late?
it's
Like late.
yeah he has
Is that
to
what
be.
it
Even
is?
now,
This show
all he's
sucks.
talking about is like Rudy Giuliani still.
Dude,
Seth,
he's still
I don't
on
know-
that
I don't
shit.
know-
Like
I
nobody
don't know who
gives a
watches
fuck
his
anymore,
show.
bro.
Whatever happened?
I
to,
like Seth Meyers, but I don't know who the fuck watches.
Whatever happened to what's his face? Craig Ferguson.
He wanted out, dude. He was the best on the late night block, and he was like, "Okay, I'm the best at what I do. Time to go do other things." So he just stepped down.
So like, what is he doing? Like, do you know? 'Cause, like I
He
fucking
still does
loved
the
him.
comedy, and then he did a voice in a. He's done some animated movies. Just he's got money, dude. So he's just kicking back.
Well, he was like a
doing
cool
what he
guy. So like that's he'd be
Yeah.
the kind of guy who would like do that, who would like go get involved in a bunch of shit that he's always wanted to and never had like the avenues to do so kind of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, for sure. Ex punk rock drummer,
That's right.
Craig Ferguson. Love that dude.
Dude, he has that one show on Hulu that's really good. That's like a game show. I'd highly recommend it. It's
right.
like
Craig
where
Ferguson
they,
does.
Yes.
yeah,
I'm gonna have to
it's
check
like
that
where
out.
they
I
it's
love it.
it's the only reason I don't love it is because I like trivia based game shows, but this one's there's a little bit of trivia in it, but the whole thing is to find out who like the person is. Like one person's basically a rat, and they like it's like a game like that where you try to figure out,
Dude,
and they
let
give
me
and they
tell
give
you-
clues throughout the game, and it's a really entertaining show. I'd highly recommend.
A fucking game show that is like cracked to me, which I haven't watched the second season yet, is fucking The Floor is Lava. That show is so
Is that really
terrible.
good?
No,
Yes.
it's I mean, yeah, it's great.
It's
I mean,
stupid, but
it's
it's
fucking
great.
it's so dumb, but like I can't like, dude. The first season dropped, Shannon and I were like hooked, like we just could not stop watching it. And I haven't watched the second season yet, but like it's so dumb that it's just like
is it one of those
it's
shows?
entertaining.
Is it one of those shows where you like watch it like while you're on your phone like half the time?
No,
Like,
we watched
or are
it.
you like are you guys like in this
Oh,
shit?
I was
deep?
invested in that
We
shit,
were in-
dude.
When COVID first hit and like the lockdown first happened, before Tiger King, before any of that, the thing that kept me like excited for the future during lockdown initially was the floor is lava.
Dude, it's so fucking
It's
good.
so stupid. If you liked Most Extreme Elimination Challenge back in the day, if you on Spike TV, if you liked what's that one show where like the walls are different shapes and you have to conform your body to the different
Yeah, or like Ninja Warrior or anything like
yeah,
that.
if you like that shit,
Eliminated.
then you would love The Floor is Lava. That was a great show.
Yeah, it's really good. And then they also put fucking supermarket, whatever shit was the
Supermarket
supermarket sweep. They put that shit on there too on Netflix, which is pretty cool.
Isn't
That
what
is my fucking jam.
is what's her name the host? Leslie Jones.
Of the new one, yes, but they put the
Yes.
old ones on.
Yeah,
Netflix.
they put the old one on there too. Yeah,
So you can watch the old reruns from the night, and you're like, oh, because everyone just goes to the pharmaceutical section and just loads the fuck up, and then they win. Whoever's getting hams, like, go fuck yourself. Like, just go get a bunch of Tylenol and like cough syrup.
Go get the Quaaludes. Like that's you just
Get the
gotta
pharmaceutical Quaaludes.
Like go get fucking like everybody's got like just like 2 carts overflowing. This chick's got like just 3 scripts of Quaaludes, or like she wins. like she tripled all of you, and she didn't even grab a cart. She's just got pockets of Quaaludes. She wore cargo pants, so she just got like fucking the cargo the big cargo pockets on the side just stuffed with farmies, you know, and fucking it's so good.
Dude, people do that in San Francisco now just for fun. They don't even know they're on supermarket sweep.
Yeah, I mean that's straight up. That's Palm Springs.
That dude, you ever see videos online of people just like putting so much shit in like a bag and just walking out with it? Like the balls, dude. Like
Dude,
my Irish Catholic ass could never even imagine something like that.
Bro, you go 20 minutes down the highway to House Springs. They literally like they don't even have powdered sugar. They just sprinkle fentanyl on their pancakes and shit. Like it's literally insane. Like that's what they do there. Like it's just a meth fentanyl fucking wasteland.
What was your guys' best shoplift ever? Incriminate yourself on live TV.
I've never shoplifted. I'll be honest with you.
I have shoplifted once, and it was for the stupidest thing.
What was it?
Pair of sunglasses.
Were they like Ray-Bans or like Pugs from like a Casey's?
They were like pugs from a case. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I plead the fifth on this one. I don't really want to like. I'd have to stop.
You used to be mall. You used to be mall security, bro.
Yeah, I understand, dude. Like I had turned a page, but like it.
Come on.
Like I've never.
Fred's
like,
Cheapo Depot's not in business anymore, Nick. Go ahead, let the people know.
Yeah,
Stuart's like, I've never shoplifted. Jack's like, well, I've only shoplifted once. I'm over here going, huh? Let me flip through all the times I've probably walked out of a store with something. Like, you know, I mean, I don't know, and. I don't know.
Well, do you remember the first thing you ever shoplifted? Like as a kid, did you steal a candy bar or anything?
Probably
like,
a CD.
Do you remember?
Probably a CD was probably the first thing ever. I mean, I haven't shoplifted like 20 fucking times or anything, but I mean,
yeah,
there's probably been like times when I was like hardcore drinking back in the days. There were definitely days that like I like walked into a place and just like walked out with shit, like for sure, quite a bit funny. Actually. But yeah,
quarters out of my dad's change jar account.
Shopping was fun, and then
that's like being a kid. That's just part of being a kid.
Well, and when I was doing security all those years, I learned, you learn what stores are hands-on and hands-off security. So like I'd get fucking hammered, and I'd be like, oh, I know this place doesn't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd be like, this place is one of those places that's gonna be like, hey, stop, like wait. Hey, stop, we're calling the police. Like, and I would like literally have to like stop. I would have to basically like citizens arrest myself. So I'm like, so I used to be like, yeah, let's press the fucking luck here. Like, why not? Like, I'm going to be in my car before anybody, or I'm not even driving. 99% of those times I wasn't even driving. So it's like, let's go.
You're good. Yeah. The first thing I ever shoplifted was condoms. And I was like, it wasn't even for me to have sex. I was like 13 and we were putting them on people's mufflers in the parking lot of the Walgreens by our house. And we knew they wouldn't sell them to us, and like so we went in there and like we would just open the pack up a little bit and like take like 2 or 3 out and put them in our pockets and buy some candy and get out.
If we were to talk about the cool, the most interesting thing I've probably ever stolen, which we used to do this out in West County.
I can tell you about the most interesting thing I stole, but it was from my dad.
Well,
and Nick was there.
Yeah, I was there for that. Well, but when we had the house, we used to so we would all get super drunk, and then we would all get on bikes and we would ride around the neighborhood. Well, we would take people's lawn animals. So
yes.
so when we moved out, or when I moved out, if there was a part of the garage, if you went downstairs into the garage, there was just a pile, I mean, it was like a family of just different,
it was like Snow White
fucking cement and concrete fucking or whatever molded fucking animal. Dude, it was just all these, we took everybody's shit. So we just had a garage full of it. So that was pretty tight.
That's pretty funny. Nick, should we tell Stuart about the time I stole my dad's minivan?
I mean,
I
obviously.
I got to. It's a classic story. It's
dude, probably, identity theft. It's the same thing. We stole identity. We could have.
It's the cornerstone of Nick and I's friendship, I think.
All right.
So, what I was 15, I had my learner's permit. I didn't have my license yet. And my house was always the house to sneak out from, because my parents, I was the youngest of 7 kids, but there was only 3 of us in the house, so or 2 of us in the house at that time. So they gave up a long time ago. That was a horse that was broken in way before my time. And so me and Nick,
that you had the easiest fucking doors in the basement.
Yeah, I had a basement with a walkout sliding door that we could just walk in and out of. We always slept in the basement.
Stick. it was literally locked with a stick.
Yep.
Right. So Nick and I decide that we want to go out with some meet up with some girls who I was friends with and hang out. And it was around midnight or something like that. And so we walk because that's what Nick and I always did originally. We walk everywhere. Right. And we met up with these girls and we're hanging out, and we're we're all 15, by the way. And so we're like, what do you guys want to do? Yada, yada. Somebody's like, I'm hungry. And I was like, man, I wish we could get some food right now. And we decided that the best idea and the best way to do that was to steal my dad's minivan and go drive up to the White Castle and go get some food, right? So I go back into my house, and my parents are asleep. Again, it's midnight. It's past 12. And my dad's car keys are on his bedside table. And I'm like, okay, well,
dude, this shit is like Rambo 6.
I have to go get the keys, right? I'm not kidding. I cracked the door open, the hallway light. I made sure it was turned off so no light came in. Opened that door as quiet as possible. Left it open. My parents' bedroom was carpet. I army crawl over to my dad's nightstand, right?
Yeah.
My dad is a contractor type person, for lack of a better word. And so his key ring has it's like a janitor's key ring. It has 1,000 keys. So I reach my hand over and I fucking grab that shit really quiet. I can hear my parents breathing. And I get down, I army crawl out of there and close the door. Meanwhile, or right afterwards, rather, I think to myself in my head, I'm like, okay, if I get pulled over, driving this, I'm fucked. So what should I do? My older brother, Mikey, he's only 2 years older than me. I thought, I should, his wallet
totally could have passed as Mikey. At that age, now definitely not. But back then, at that young of age, if you look at Mikey's driver's license back then, you're like, oh, that
would make sense. So I I take his wallet or his ID out of his wallet, and Nick and I go out the back door, and I got the minivan, pull it out. We go pick up the girls. Everything's cool. We're going to White Castle. We're big dogs. We're 15 years old, driving on the block in the minivan. Got, the girls in the back seat, one girl in the front, one girl in the back seat, doing the, cool. Oh, we're driving. We're not
Shooting a
supposed
film.
to. We'll shoot. Yeah, a little joyriding. And so we get to White Castle and we come back and we drop the girls off. And I thought it'd be funny when I dropped them off to because they were obviously sneaking out as well.
Honk the horn.
I honked the horn. I gave as they were as they were going like into the house. I just gave it a little burp, burp, and I peeled around the cul-de-sac and fucking.
Jack's like, this is what happens when you don't let my hand under your shirt. Beep beep.
Pretty much.
Jack's like, oh yeah, you no second base. He's like, yeah, I got something for you.
Toot toot scoot scoot.
You fucking
think about your next 2 weekends.
You Catholic schoolgirls are such teases, but so we get back to the house and when my dad the way my dad had parked the car in the driveway, I think I misstated this when I was first telling the first part of the story, but he was backed in. He was backed into the driveway, and on my driveway, I had one of those fold up basketball hoops that was like the one that has the water filled base and like the side thing, and I'm talking about. Yeah. And I had very little experience with backing up a minivan in the dark. As a 15-year-old,
no experience backing up
probably
the fucking van in the dark.
So I asked Nick to go outside the car and guide me, and by the time I asked him that, the back wheels of the minivan are pretty much already on top of the basketball hoop, and so as I try to get out of this situation, I accidentally have the car still in reverse, and when I meant to press drive to go forward to get off of it, I basically rammed the car into full speed in reverse and nailed this basketball hoop.
Fucks the van up.
Dude, I'm talking about like a 3 to 4 inch gouge deep along the entire side of the entire minivan.
Dude, on top of the fact that he just rolled over my foot.
Alive?
So that's how this was. So like I'm like, Jack, come back.
Oh, this story gets so much better. This story gets so much better.
Go straight. So he rolled over my foot and that's when he fucking rolls up onto the basketball hoop. And I'm like, no, dude, you got to go forward. And then that's when he fucking kicks the bitch backwards, and puts the fatty.
I'm so panicked at this point because I know.
So Jack throws the fucking doors open. My face. I'm like. And so Jack jumps out of the fucking car and he's like, what do we do? What do we do? Oh my God. I'm so fucked. So we're like,
let me tell you, the gouge was from the front driver mirror all the way to the rear tail light.
Holy shit.
The gouge was a straight tear through it. But go on, Nick. Sorry.
So the only thought we fucking have, or how are we gonna what do we do? What are we gonna do? How are we gonna get out of this? So the only thing that comes to mind is we have to make this look like it wasn't our fault. So
I could not take responsibility. In both of our minds, we're like, it was just the beginning of summer. We're like, I'm gonna be grounded for the entire summer. Right. Nick was like, dude, I'm so fucked. My parents are gonna kill me when they hear about this. So do you want to tell them what my brilliant idea was?
Yeah, go ahead. It was your idea.
My brilliant idea at the time was, in order to make it not look like us, we were gonna push
into the side.
We were gonna push the basketball hoop over all the way, and then we were going to teepee my own house.
So we leaned the basketball. So okay, this was the smart part. This was actually really
finally
smart.
A smart part.
So no, the basketball hoop was so smart. So the basketball hoop, because he didn't break the basketball hoop, but what we did is we unhinged the basketball hoop so it was loose and laid it down onto the car, so it looked like somebody fucked with the basketball hoop and it just fell over, because it and the way we said it, if it did that and if it hit the van and scraped and fell, it would have made the same goddamn mark that are somewhat of the mark that he wanted.
Yeah.
You CSI, you reverse CSI'd this shit.
Yes. We were trying to plant the evidence in a way that made it look like the circumstances. So I go into my own house. My parents, again, deep sleepers. I fucking army crawled through their fucking bedroom. They didn't hear me.
Yeah, dude, that's the best part about this is that the two fucking adults like were
Didn't
dead
hear
asleep
any of the shit.
and let Jack, and Jack's never been like a small guy, so like he's so it's like
Yeah.
he at 15 years old. Weren't you wrestling at 15?
I was like
So it's
5'10", 5'11".
yeah,
at that
you
point.
were damn near 6 foot
A
almost. So
grown
it's like,
man just.
this is a grown man army crawling across their fucking bedroom floor.
That's ridiculous.
Like I'm a fucking Splinter Cell or some shit.
It's so
Yeah.
pathetic.
Anyway, so I run into my own house and steal like 3 to 4 rolls because I know I have to clean this shit up myself. So I'm like, I'm not going deep on the TP job, right? So we throw a couple of rolls into a tall tree in my front yard and then into some bushes and give it a nice little a decent TP job, right?
Yeah.
And so Nick and I go. I parked the car back as best I can. Again, I think we got a pretty decent parking job on second go around after we kind of figured everything out. And long story short, I put my brother's ID back. Didn't get pulled over, thank God. So I have my parents' keys, right? And I have to go put them back on my dad's table. I'm not lucky twice. I'm lucky only once because the second time I'm going over there, I fucking put the keys on the nightstand and my dad's like, "Who's there?" And I was like, "Jack." He's like, "What are you doing?" I was like, I had to go to the bathroom and I made up like an excuse right away. I was like, "Nick's in mine." He's like, "Oh, okay." And long story short, my parents they believed it. Nick and I I remember I get caught in the story, by the way. So
you went and woke his parents. So like we had to act surprised. So like the best part about it is that we're sitting there and we're like, so Jack goes up and he's like, "Dad," he's like, I think he's like somebody TP'd our house and whatever. So we didn't even mention the basketball hoop yet. So like we're just like somebody TP'd the house, and his dad's like, "Well, just go back to bed, or you guys go to bed. We'll worry about it in the morning." So like we went to sleep that night, not knowing what was going to happen at all. So the next day I get up and I go home and, we're like going about our days.
Before this, Nick and I made a pact that we would never tell anybody about what happened like that
Especially
night.
not on a podcast.
We were like, we're going to take this to our graves.
Yeah.
But so fucking, I'm at home and my mom my mom calls me down from my room and she's like, "So, do you want to tell me what happened at Jack's house?" And I'm like, so I tell her the story that I just told you, that we just told here. And she's like, that would all make sense. And like, we might believe that. She's like, but Jack's next, the lady that lives across the street from Jack just so happened to be looking out the window and watched us stage the entire thing. So she watched us TP the house.
They heard the fucking basketball hoop. From the beginning, and this was like
so they heard the wreck.
Affair.
Yeah, so they fucking so they watched us stage set up the whole thing. So the next day they fucking we just put together this whole elaborate story, and they just go over and tell Jack's parents.
That's not how it happened. I don't think you remember this part of the story, Nick.
Okay,
I went over to go hang out with my friend Evan, and we were hanging out in his basement. My parents, because my dad wanted to get insurance on the van to get covered to fix it, he had to get a police report filed. Do you not remember this part of the story?
Oh, I guess maybe a little bit.
My parents called out a cop, and a cop came to our house to assess what happened, and he said to himself, "I think I ought to, ask the neighbors if they had seen anything." And the neighbors told him they saw absolutely everything. And so the cop comes back to my parents and he tells them exactly what happened. Like, your own son TP'd his own house, like all this shit. Like, your son's an idiot. But he goes, he says to my parents, he's like, "Well, we didn't really see him driving on the street. And so, he's not going to be charged with anything." He's like,
your dad's like, "Damn."
What do you want? He goes, "What do you want me to do?" And so my dad comes to my friend Evan's house and picks me up, drives me back. My parents told this cop to scare the living shit out of me, like a little mini scared,
yeah.
like a mini scared straight dude.
Yes.
And when I get home, the police cruiser is parked in my front driveway. I'm like, oh fucking, like the way over, my dad's like, do you have anything you want to tell me? And I was like, no. I was like,
Yeah,
no, I have
fuck
nothing
no.
to tell you. He's like, well, you're gonna have to tell the cop what happened. And I was like, okay. I was like, didn't know. And then the cop like dropped the fucking bomb on me. He's like, the neighbors saw what you did. We know you. I was like, holy fuck. And he just chewed me out, like gave me a whole earful. And
Tears were shed.
And my mom, as my mom tells the story, when the cop like was walking out of the house, I'm like, I'm 15 years old. I'm not acting like a hard ass, guys. I was bawling my eyes out. Like I was.
I'm right. Yeah.
I mean, if not for the cop, it was for my parents to make them think I was like super remorseful about what I had done, you know?
And so,
oh yeah. And so the cop was like walking out of the house, and as my mom would say, he was like, how'd I do? And she was like, great, you did great, you know, like, and but that's so the punishment for that was that for that entire summer I had to spend doing manual labor fixing up my aunt's house in Maplewood, and it was a full house remodel. I'm talking, we replaced every single window, did all the molding over the flooring, like that whole house was completely redone. And Nick, his little fucking ass, he gave 1 day of hard work.
Yeah,
I was literally going
to do it for once.
I was literally going to work. My dad would drop me off before he went to work and would pick me up after he got off work, which means I was working at least an hour more than he was every day for an entire summer and getting paid nothing. Fucking zip.
I mean,
insane for like what could be replaced at an auto body shop for like a couple, like at that time, like $1,000 was a summer of work for me.
It's the principle of the thing,
dude.
But Jack, did your parents reach out to Nick's parents and be like, you won't believe?
Oh yeah, so our parents are friends.
Yeah, our
and so that's how Nick got. That's how Nick had to do the day of labor. Yeah, they were like, we're sending your ass over to do what Jack's having to do. And I remember the day Nick came, we were hauling drywall for the entire first floor of that house, and there was like, I don't know, like 50 sheets of drywall at least, and we were just carrying them. I mean, he got a good manual labor day for sure. I wasn't too upset. I knew his parents were like going to be harder on his ass that entire summer too.
Dude,
I never felt like I was alone. And Nick and I,
my parents were sick, and well, my mom and Jerry were. My dad didn't give a fuck about anything at that point, but my mom and Jerry were at 15 years old. Yeah, they were already getting sick of me because I was already mild as fuck.
The thing I remember about that though is that through all of that shit, my parents never ever made it so that Nick and I couldn't hang out. Like, even though I was grounded, I could still hang out with Nick. That was like a cruel and unusual punishment if I couldn't hang out with Nick. And so
you have to go hang out with that Trump boy.
Yeah. I mean,
you made your bed, lie in it.
I mean, at that point we were like,
with Nick.
Yeah. So, but that's good shit. That's the story. That's the official. I'm glad. I am really glad that we got it down on the podcast, because like that's a story that I'm going to tell people like for as long as I live, because that's one of my favorite. It's like one of my favorite stories. It's just a good story of being stupid and like thinking you're gonna get away with something and getting caught. There's a nice little resolution to it. Nice.
I miss walking around as a kid, like late night, just sneaking out of your house and
the golf course in Four Seasons was so fun. That's still my favorite place.
Nick, or hiding from cars coming down the road by just hiding in a bush and waiting till they drive by because you're afraid of getting spotted.
I have hid from the police twice in that golf course. Statute of limitations are over, but yeah, once with you, Nick, and once with Mike. I have ran from the police twice there.
What were you guys doing after hours on the golf course?
Criminal stories with everybody. I'm like the staple to all these criminal stories. Fuck.
No, but like the wandering around thing. Do you remember the time that we snuck out late night, met up with two girls that went to my high school, and we just walked and we went all the way to the high school?
Yeah, the kids fucking snowboarded. So listen to the dude. These fucking kids pull. So we get to fucking Parkway Central High School.
Parkway Central
Middle school. So and this is in Chester. So and we're fucking out. So we're thinking like, oh, we got these girls, we're showing off. we're hanging out. These two guys pull up, I shit you not, with a fucking
A
pickup
cargo
truck
van.
or a cargo van. Yeah, it was a cargo van.
They open up the barn doors and it's full of snow. It's like September.
It's
a summer night. Where the fuck did they get snow?
So they literally
What the
built.
fuck?
Yeah, so they just pour them all. They built. They literally
Shovels.
just, yeah, all down the stairs. They literally made, like, they filled the stairs full of snow so they
There's a
could,
run.
like, grind down the railings. They had a run, and they literally just started snowboarding right
That
there.
is
in
so
front of
These
cool.
girls that we're with are
Yeah,
like, we love snowboarders. These dudes are getting so rad right now.
yeah, dude. They're like,
And
or we
Nick
can
and I
hang out
have
these
nothing to offer.
Yeah, dude. We
They're
took.
like, are one of
huge
you guys
Ls.
Ryan Sheckler?
Stuart and I just had to tuck our tails between our legs and walk back home.
These girls literally ditch us. We just run into these dudes. They're going down the run on snowboards, grinding. They're so rad. They're getting extreme.
You didn't stand a chance.
We didn't stand a
dude,
chance.
we got
and
fucked.
so these girls that we barely met, but they just met these dudes, and these dudes were like, hey, you girls want to come with us? And they look at us, no snowboards.
No
And
cargo
they look
van.
at these dudes boarded, and they say later, and they get in their car, and it's like something out of like a really sad teen rom-com where the cool kids drive away with Nick and me just like,
now we got to sweat and walk all the way home. We got to walk back through the woods by ourselves. So like just the saddest shit.
We
That
kick
is the
snow.
ultimate walk of shame. That's the ultimate walk of shame.
It's so sad.
Bro, what are the chances that two kids pull up and fucking do X Games right there in front of you
In the middle of the summer.
in the middle of summer at a fucking high school? Like
Where did they get snow?
in Jew country. It was we're in Jew country, Chesterfield.
Yeah.
So like it's like this is like this is like the furthest fucking thing that you would ever think is gonna happen. And we're like, oh bro, we've got this locked down. Sorry, fucking
It's
Brian
an
Deegan and the
block, dude.
yeah. It literally it's a top
All-time.
it is. It's a top tier legendary cock block. And
If
I
you
I
ever
never
see-
had fucking the
Go ahead.
Team Red Bull show the fuck up and like steal our bitch.
yeah,
If
yeah.
you ever see two
we
dudes
got
with
two
bull,
free-
if you ever see two dudes with bull cuts with a fucking cargo van full of snow, you grab your bitch and get the fuck out of
Dude,
there.
They just-
we should have ran.
They looked at Stuart and I and chucked us each a free energy drink, sugar free, because we're pussies. And then we got on our fucking Razor scooters and we fucking rode home. You know what I'm saying? Like we're like the two biggest fucking losers that we possibly could. I mean, it was really bad. It was definitely one of the biggest L's I have ever taken when it comes to
Absolutely.
like feet, like dating back in the day and like girls back in the day. Like that was definitely one of the biggest L's I've ever taken.
I would wager that the L you took that night with me surpasses the L you took with the police involved with Jack.
Oh yeah, I mean, here's the thing. I mean, we were 15, and like like you said, we still got to hang out. Like all things considered, it wasn't. I mean, it could have been way worse. You and I literally like we weren't shit for that whole walk home. Like it was like we were looking at each other and we're like
Fuck
we're
these
both fucking
girls.
losers.
I'm
Like,
sure
we
that
just
was a
got-
quiet walk home.
Oh, probably.
And it was
then we
sweaty.
just went back to Nick's grandma's house and had Pop Tarts and root beer.
Cracked an A and dub and had a poppy tart and that was it. Played some
Played FIFA.
MX Superfly. And
Yeah.
fucking dude, MX Superfly was the shit. But yeah, I miss walking around too. That golf course. Another thing that was also tight when we used to walk around was when we used to get on top of the fucking the Tanco
Deerberg.
and Deerbergs and all that. Remember that, the whole strip mall.
Yeah,
So there
we
used to
found
be
a way to get on top of most businesses in the area, and it was a great place to smoke. It was a great place to take girls. You'd impress them, be like, "Look, I know how to get up here. You got a great view. It's secret. You can get away with fucking anything up here."
Yeah, whatever. Like when we first started getting like smoking pot and like getting high, like you literally so there's this Deerbergs in the Four Seasons Deerbergs, and like there was always, it was just a strip mall, and like there was a Sunset Cyclery and like a fucking a St. Louis bread company, and it's just whatever. And I guess like I don't know, I don't even know if all strip malls have this, but like there was like in the middle of it, there was
Center,
it was like at the center. It was like the office building to this shopping
The
center.
maintenance.
Yeah, the
rooms.
maintenance office. but you basically just walk. They never locked the door. I mean, so you just walk through the door. You walked up these flight of steps, and there was this window that was never locked. And you just
it was a window that was inside of like a utility closet that was also not unlocked. So we went into the closet. There's a window. It was a tiny window, but we shimmied out of that, and all of a sudden you're on the roof of the building, and we're like shimmying up like like giant industrial air conditioning units to get up to the other higher building. It was
dude,
awesome.
and you literally could see like so you could see from Chesterfield to like fucking, I mean, like you saw like the whole city. You could see like downtown, like you saw all these lights, and like during Christmas you see all this tight shit. I mean, it was like the most redneck fun you could I feel like you could have like in the Midwest. Like people who aren't in the Midwest, if they hear this, they're gonna be like, dude, this is what they fucking do in Missouri for fun? Yes, we go outside and we climb fucking buildings. We steal our parents' minivans in fucking middle school,
and
we
go to
White Castle. We do hood rat shit. Like that's just like what we do. But yeah, I miss walking around. Like, dude, I think we talked about it last week. Jack and I, like, we would, I mean, now if you asked me to walk from my mom's house to Jack in the Box, I'd be like, dude, fuck you. And like back in the day, it was just like, oh, you want to walk? Let's fucking do it. Like, let's walk all the way.
No, don't imagine the walk there from your mom's house. Imagine walking back from Jack in the Box with a full stomach of Jack in the Box in your belly, walking to your mom's house.
101 degrees outside.
Bro, I would literally die today if I did that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking.
16-year-old Nick walking to J. Lou's house.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's
insane.
It's wild. Those walks though, those were the days that Jack introduced me to. I mean, I never had the ultimate cheeseburger buttermilk ranch combo, and that was back when that was like the most eye-opening fucking
to this
like
day.
To this day, it's so good. I don't eat Jack in the Box anymore. I haven't had Jack in the Box in years. I don't even think there is one around me anymore. Like they've closed all the fucking Jack in the Boxes around me. But
you know, the closest Jack in the Box to me is like St. Cloud. Like I don't have a Jack in the Box for about 250 miles.
God damn.
I hate it.
What's the number? What's a popular fast food? I mean, obviously like McDonald's, but like, is there a popular one like Burger King? Is there like one that pops up more than others in Springfield?
Chicken places. There is a section of town where it's like Raising Cane's, Popeyes, KFC. What's the other one?
Churches.
Not churches.
Now that's some redneck shit right there.
But we call it we call it the chicken strip. And it's just chicken fast food places.
Dude, well, the best thing that's ever come out of Springfield are the drive-through Chinese places. The fucking
Absolutely.
like the fact that you can just like hate your life and never leave your fucking car, and like it's some like, and the best part is that like they've always got like some poor little college, like some white college girl running the window, and she's the only fucking American that works there. So like she's just getting fucking beat up. Like as soon as you leave, like they're probably just like treating her like shit. You know, like she's got like that help me look in her eyes when you get to the fucking thing. Like you're like, she's like, hey, here's your change, and like she wants you to say blink once for help, blink twice for your, but I don't, because it's just like
they look like
working 80-hour weeks.
Bridge over the River Kwai. Like they're putting in the work.
Full-time college student, can't get her homework. She's failing out of college now because she's just working 80 hours a week at the drive-through fucking Chinese place. But yeah, dude, I miss that. I miss walking around and doing that, and it was kind of cool because like me, you know, having my fucking parents the one cool thing about having my parents divorced so young was that I had like
two Christmases.
I had two. Well, yeah, and the Christmas that my dad was so weird. So my grandma used to every year up until she died, this fucking woman would make us. She'd go, well, Santa's not going to come if you guys are watching, because so we always had to celebrate on Christmas Eve because, you know, I had Christmas at my mom's. Yeah. So we'd always be there, but we'd always go home. My mom was always like, well, I want you to wake up here on Christmas. So we would go over there for a couple hours and then go back to my mom's afterwards. So everyone's awake. So it's not like we were going to sleep and my grandma and all them had time to put presents out. So she's like, well, Santa's not going to come while you're watching. So we would have to fucking go either down into the basement or we'd get in a car and drive around while they ran and put the presents around. And it was just like, you know, the two or whatever presents you got.
Grandpa Ray's beetle.
Yeah, you know, but even more than like having that type of shit, it was just cool to have, like, I had two places to like, you know, I had like two homes. So it's just like I had my group of friends in Chesterfield, my group of friends, you know, my mom's, and like I had like my dad's was a way better place to walk around and do cool shit. I was in a subdivision, you know, but my mom's was just like, you know, like where I lived, you know, so it was kind of cool having two places like that. But
you could be two different people.
Now I don't want to walk
You're like
fucking
Hannah
anywhere.
Montana and Miley Cyrus, dude.
But it was never the best of both worlds because all I did was end up at Jack in the Box. So it's like I fucking like it, or like or the roof of a Deerberg's. Like it never ended at like $1 million or like something cool, like an opportunity. No. There was no opportunity at the end of any of these.
Not in South County, cool. Dude.
Yeah, I got Buttermilk Ranch and Breaking and Entering. That's what was at the end of both of my walks. Yes, like that was like the extent.
Roof of a Deerberg's and blue balls. That's
and blue ball. Yeah, because and all the stories we've told tonight end with me not landing. You know, so it's like I've just taken L's, but they're all dubs. You know, at the same time too, because like.
You learned about
Jack in the Box is a dub for sure.
Jack in the Box is a dub. That Jack in the Box is still open, but I don't want to drive to fucking South County just for Jack in the Box. And there's always like one car there, and they are notorious for like. So the Jack in the Box by my mom's always used to be clutch as fuck. You knew that 24/7. That place, even if they were all in there getting high, like they would like go back inside and take your order. You know what I'm saying? Like now, like they will straight up just be like, we're not taking your order. There's only one of us here. Fuck off. And you're like, okay, have a nice night. And you just kind of like drive off to somewhere else. So it's not even like worth going there.
Yeah, dude. I can't. That's funny. That's really funny.
I'm trying to.
I love that this episode's just like reminiscing on shit.
Oh yeah, you gotta have. You know, we gotta have one a little.
We're getting deep on this episode, dude. We're
getting deep, dude. Yeah, I've basically incriminated myself for fucking an hour and 8 minutes.
No way, dude. Statute of limitations are up on all this.
Dude, I don't even care. Like,
what are they gonna do? Come for an old con like me?
Yeah.
Like, cool, dude. I don't know.
What did what did you want to do a little classic pop culture rehab?
Yeah, I mean,
vintage,
some vintage.
Yeah, well, so that's what I was gonna say. So I know we didn't really do it this day in history last week, and you know, I know we're kind of like fucking around and trying things, but
yeah,
I noticed that today, you know, or tomorrow, so the 13th, July 13th is the anniversary of the 1985 Live Aid, which I think is fucking huge. Like I've been like reading about it all day, and like that, like, dude, 40% of the goddamn world watched that. That's wild.
Really?
Yeah, 40%
I mean, I know
of the
like
world population tuned into that, apparently.
Wow. And they had more than just the two concerts. They had, they had the one at JFK Stadium in Philadelphia, and then Wembley in London.
Yeah, Wembley.
But like Japan had it, like they at the same time they did one. Russia or Soviet Union did one. All these other countries. So yeah, they all, like, the whole world. Aside from the Olympics, do we do any of that shit anymore?
I don't think so. Fuck,
it's just the Olympics at this point. And like, even then, we keep kicking Russia out.
Yeah, and we don't. Yeah, the world just doesn't. Nobody gets along. I mean, even at the Olympics, they're like, what are they? The Republic of Russia or whatever now, because they fucking can't quit cheating.
The Russian Olympic Committee, the ROC.
Yeah, they have to fly some generic ass flag.
They Rock Nation, baby.
They can't quit fucking around. Have you ever seen that documentary on Netflix, the Icarus documentary? Like about them, dude. If you haven't seen that, that is like it's like a 2-hour documentary of
holding teenagers down and injecting them with steroids.
No, so we'll get into that here in a second. So after we talk about this little Live Aid shit, but I forgot that fucking Farm Aid was born out of this. And if America was going to do some shit, so I didn't realize that Bob Dylan pissed off everyone in the crowd when he got up there and was like, so Bob Dylan apparently was like, fucking, can we just like maybe give like a couple $1 million to the farmers? because of all this money that we're raising, and all the people in the crowd are like, hey, we're not here. If there's a difference between losing your livestock and we're here because people are dying. Like quit worrying about the farmers. So then that's when so that got fucking Willie Nelson and a few other motherfuckers to get up, and that's how Farm Aid was born. Is that they were like, oh, okay, you want to hate on us motherfuckers? Well, we're just going to go make our own thing, and we're going to just give all the money to the farmers.
Bob Dylan hasn't made sense since like 1971.
I went to a Farm Aid, and it was not good. It was really? Willie Nelson, Jason Mraz. Dude, I saw Jason Mraz, and I was like, okay, cool. Jason Mraz. I was like, and I was never even really big into Jason Mraz, but he's
a good musician, though.
Really good musician.
Mr. A to
that
Z
album, Mr. A to Z, was tight. Yeah, I thought that was a good album. Dude, it was so bad. It was so terrible. Like, he turned everything into like a hippie jam. Like, every song was like 20 minutes long. Like, it was just like, like I'm yours. Like, I'm yours had like a fucking 10-minute like hippie breakdown in it. And I'm like, bro, wrap this shit up. Like, Willie Nelson comes after you. Nobody fucking wants you on the stage for 45 minutes. Like, unless you're just going to like do a good set. You aren't a jam band. Like, we aren't here to see the fucking Dead. Okay. We're not here to see Fish.
The Allman Brothers are dead.
The Allman Brothers are dead. Like, we're not here to see people go off and fucking forget that they're even playing live music in front of 20,000 people. Like, like a half hour later, they're like, oh yeah, there's people here. Like, maybe we should fucking move on. Right. It was just, it wasn't good.
So I got to ask, other than Queen, who was like the big bands that played the original Live Aid?
I mean, if you're talking most memorable performances there, U2 kind of brought the house down there too. They got if Queen didn't do their set, we would probably be talking about when U2 played Bad.
Well, and Led Zeppelin, that was the first time they performed. That was the first time they performed since Bonham's death too.
Yeah, but they sound like shit.
Yeah, well, yeah.
With Phil Collins on drums.
Yeah, Phil Collins played.
Dude, that's awesome.
Playing Led Zeppelin, which sounds good on paper, but believe me. Oh, but speaking of Phil Collins at Live Aid, he is the only guy to have performed at both shows. He performed.
Oh, really?
He performed first in London, and then hopped on the Concorde jet, which back then that was still a thing before like they're like, okay, too many of these things are crashing. He hopped on a Concorde supersonic jet, flew to JFK, went back in time, and then played at JFK Stadium. He played 2 sets, and he's the only guy that played both shows.
Isn't it wasn't it like the Rolling Stones plane that jet back in the day could go from like London to New York in like an hour and a half or something like that? Like, something
probably
insane.
The Concorde. Concorde was like a big deal in the 80s.
Dude, they don't even have a jet that fast anymore. I'm almost positive,
because the chances of it blowing up was so high.
Dude, there's so many people that played this.
There's no way we went to the moon, dude.
No, definitely not.
There's a 0.0% chance we've ever been to the moon. Such a ridiculous proclamation.
Dude, they had
Bowie,
Run DMC.
Yeah, Run DMC. They had Paul McCartney did the Let It Be with Townsend, Bowie,
Elton
John.
Yeah, everybody came out at the end and kind of like did the big one with them.
Billy Ocean, baby. Hey,
Nick Kershaw,
you get into my car.
Okay, so here's my stat. So
get into my car.
Get out of my dreams and into my car.
Dude, it is so good.
So it takes 2 hours and 52 minutes to go from London to New York in a Concorde jet.
Yes.
That's fucking insane.
How long?
Yeah.
2 hours and 58 minutes.
From where to where? Say that again.
New York to London.
Holy fuck.
It was Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude,
you're just on the plane, your fucking cheeks are like just like you're
pulling 6 G's just the entire time.
Where do you think Phil Collins' hair went, dude?
Yeah.
He showed up to JFK and he's just like
what happened to your hair? He's like,
look at me now.
Live 885.
What do you think happens? Like, what happens to a bird getting hit at 1,300 miles an hour? That's just like, you thought that Randy Johnson was like crazy. 100. Imagine 13 times that speed.
Dude,
just
everybody and their
vaporized.
mom played this motherfucker. Beach Boys, Crosby, Stills, Judas Priest, Santana, Simple Minds, Madonna,
Who was the
Tom
R&B singer
Petty.
that got paralyzed in a car accident, and his first appearance back in a wheelchair, like paralyzed from the not Luther
Kinda
Vandross.
All I can
Fucking
think of is Superman.
Mick Jagger with Tina Turner. That would have been sick. I'm going through here for him.
I don't know many
Dire
famous
Straits,
paraplegics, dude.
Howard Jones. Yeah, I'm trying to think famous
Teddy Pendergrass.
Teddy. Okay. I
Teddy
was gonna say
Pendergrass
I don't
came
know.
out and he didn't want to do it, but his manager Shemp Malone, who
Get out
was,
there.
He's
yeah,
like, I need your 20%, dude. Really?
Yeah,
No,
I don't give a fuck. Get out there.
dude,
He's
shout
hooked up
out
to the
Shemp
Stephen
Malone.
Hawking machine.
No,
People
shout
are
out
dying.
Shemp Malone.
You're
Shemp
alive.
Malone, Shemp Malone was the dude that broke Alice Cooper. He was Alice Cooper's manager and built his entire career. And then they saw what they did with him, and they're like, "Here, try to make Teddy Pendergrass happen." And he's like, "Okay, I don't know shit about soul music." And then
With a
Teddy
pussy ass
Pendergrass,
name like Teddy Pendergrass, impossible.
Teddy Pendergrass, fucked. Teddy Pendergrass. He used to have women's only shows, where because he had that soulful voice where he's just like, "I'm gonna lay the fucking pipe on you, ladies,"
That sounds
vocally.
pretty awesome, actually.
And so only women could go to his shows. And so he's out there like taking off his shirt, like saying it, and it's just the air is thick with moisture. Like,
You seem to
there's just
really
so
like
much-
this guy too, Stuart.
Teddy
gonna say, it
Pendergrass
sounds
is
like it
the
worked.
shit.
Yeah, it sounds like you and all these women are really
Fucking
into this
30
guy.
years later, Stuart's just wet as fucking a puddle. Is just
His
we're
cheeks are just
and all we're doing is
fucking-
just talking about it.
My asshole tingles every time I talk about Teddy
You're like,
Pendergrass.
dude, Teddy, and honestly, it's got to be a little bit of a turn on that like he powered through that. You know what I'm saying? Like that he went out there in front of the whole world and put the world first. Well, I mean,
Dude,
or
you
his
know
manager did.
he's
In
like
a
on
wheelchair.
stage just fully torqued in front of everybody, just trying to fucking get through the songs. That's got to be fucking.
Dude, what if he
dead.
just stood up? That happened at my elementary school. There was a kid that was in Servando's grade that fucking that like one of his legs didn't work, and like the other one basically didn't. He was in a car accident, and he fucking stood up at an elementary school. Like he was like in Servando's grade, he literally like regained his footing in elementary school. It was wild.
Was there like a
fucking
young
crazy.
Joel Olstein type, just like giving him like
Some
the
faith healer.
Dude, it was wild.
Get out of there, demon!
Yeah, they immediately put him in a cage, and they started throwing holy water at him, and they were like, "Fucking get him out of here! Get him out of here!" They treated him like a fucking the one of those things from the Stranger Things. They just locked him up. They're like, ain't no way he just stood up. Not
They
here.
put him away for like 3
Get in the
years.
closet, 12.
Get in the closet. But yeah, yeah, I don't know that the Live Aid, that's wild. I didn't know that they wheeled a fucking paraplegic out on stage. Like I was reading, like freshening up on it because like obviously I remember this and like I've seen all. I mean, I wasn't alive for this, but I've seen the videos over the years and all that shit. But like I was kind of brushing up, and not one time was that like a highlight. Was them wheeling
No.
out.
I used to have a DVD of both shows in its entirety, the entire telecast. And then there was a documentary about it. You know that like it was like a monumental failure at the end of the day, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like Bob Geldof, who is like, "I'm going to save the world. I'm in the Boomtown Rats. They suck ass. I suck ass." Like that Monday song is the worst fucking song ever.
Dude, music festivals are like a fucking big L for the most part.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Woodstock
Like-
sucked. Like
yeah.
Woodstock 2 sucked.
Altamont. But he goes to Ethiopia where the famine's happening, and he goes to the president of Ethiopia, and it was like, "Here's a sack full of cash," and he's like, "All right, I'm totally gonna go feed all these starving people now." Wrong. As soon as Bob Geldof gets on that plane, he goes, "Hey, go ahead and buy all the guns we need for this civil war that we're in the middle of." So all it did was just it extended the civil war in Ethiopia for about another 10 years. All that money raised just meant more people dying.
Damn, dude. I thought Travis Scott was bad.
Yeah, Bob Geldof is a motherfucker, dude.
Travis Scott only had 8 people die. He didn't have like a genocide on his plate.
Yeah, and even to this day, Bob Geldof's like, where's my Nobel Peace Prize? He got knighted, so he's Sir Bob now. But even now, he's like, is that it? Like, that's all I get for this?
So all that money that Freddie Mercury raised with that amazing performance all went to slaughtering Ethiopians. Is that what you're basically getting at?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
And are you saying that every time I watch it on YouTube that somebody is getting a royalty and it's currently funding more kind of terror around that part of the world?
Maybe. Every time you watch Bohemian Rhapsody and the ending where it's just, oh my God, we're so like stoked that this moment's happened, the triumph, the return. It just extended a war. Yeah, extended genocide.
Genocide. Jesus Christ, dude. That's a really horrible way to bring me down.
Well, yeah, and I forget.
But it's true. A lot of this
what was
history stuff is sad, dude.
What the fuck was I said I was going to come back to? I forget what I said I was going to come back to. I was like, hold on, we're going to talk about this. I said I'm going to come back to this. I forget. We were about to go off and talk about something else, and I can't remember what it was. It was going to be good. No, we were talking about Live Aid, and then we almost went off on something else, and I can't remember what that was because it was good. I feel like I had something.
Was it the Travis Scott?
Paraplegic?
No, Travis Scott though, that he's like trying to make a little comeback. I feel like he's kind of gone away for long enough. I feel like
doesn't he have a Kardashian baby?
Yeah, and isn't he with I don't know, the one that got the youngest one?
I don't know.
Who's the one that
I don't know.
Wasn't it? Who was it that had Rihanna's baby? ASAP Rocky?
Yeah.
Oh God,
that's pretty cool.
What a hero.
Yeah, what a guy.
That's a
guy.
A lot of people are jealous of, I'm sure.
And she's officially a billionaire.
Yeah, I saw that.
First,
damn dude,
or youngest self-made billionaire or something like that.
Oh, yeah. What is this? This is 10 minutes ago.
Youngest self-made female billionaire.
Yeah. By the way, Albert hit a bomb tonight, fellas.
Breaking news.
Albert just hit one 10 minutes ago.
He is going to play in the home run derby and the All-Star game, which is pretty fucking crazy.
Nick, you got to see a dandy of a game the other night.
Yeah, dude. Fucking thank God.
That was the game to watch.
After fucking they just did nothing for 2 days. That was the day that what's his face saged the field. Miles Mikolas.
Oh yeah, cleansed it.
Yeah, it was a good game. I'm glad to see.
Well worth that
sunburn
I saw.
Dude, my knees are fucking killing me.
Still,
yeah. My knees are like literally, I look like 2 different people. Like, dude, they are on fire. Who are we playing? Carter's playing the Dodgers. Nice. So
Bruce is about to get cut, dude.
Yeah. So yeah. So yeah. So they're playing the Guardians, and they're winning. They had a doubleheader today, and they're beating them right now 4-0. Chicago is, but yeah, walking fucking Jose Ramirez has him 0-1, and then decides they're gonna intentionally walk him, and like the announcers were like,
they couldn't explain the situation. They're like, I don't know why you would possibly do that.
Yeah. Dude, this is the worst time of the sports year where we just have baseball to watch. Like it actually kills me. Like
I like live for like the 2 Adam Schefter tweets a fucking day about the NFL. Like that's like the only thing that gets me through my day.
I'm like just praying just that something like happens. Like obviously we're waiting for Deshaun and like just something happened because like I can't do baseball. I mean, I love baseball, but like
it's 162 games, dude.
And we're like
160. We're in the dog days of summer.
God, it just
you watched a dandy of a Grand Prix on Sunday though, Nick.
Yeah, I mean that was dank, but like what is that? So is that every weekend? Is there a race every weekend?
It either every weekend or every other weekend. It just depends on how far apart they are. So like this next race, it's on the other side of the world, so there's a 2-week gap.
Because yeah, that was cool. Like I like it's even if you know that like so even like when it's baseball season. Like even when we get to football, like you're only going to have it 3 days a week. just knowing you have something coming up makes it better. Like it's like I know that I'm watching baseball all week, but like I know that on the 7th day or the 6th day of this week, like there is something I'm looking forward to. And that the race was nice. That was fun. And then like the race was over and I fucking turned on baseball. Like that's what I did.
But
I turned on the Guardians game.
it's like football gives you that perfect scheduling where it's like, okay, if I can get through, like Sunday was a ton of fun, got to watch football all day, great. If I can just get through my Monday day at work, I can watch Monday Night Football. Perfect. The way you get to do some fantasy stuff on the waiver wire on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then Thursday Night Football. Friday, you're going to be, going out or doing stuff. Saturday, there's college, which isn't as good, but you still have some football. I should rewind. Tuesdays, you have the MAC, which is great because I love the MAC conference. It's like all those games are like 54-50 because there's no defense played and it's basically high school kids. But it's amazing to bet the overs on and it's fun to watch. But then you got Saturday and then you're right back on Sunday. It's like the NFL nailed it. It's the fucking best for that reason. Gets me through my week. It's an emotional crutch. 17, 18 weeks out of the year. I'm happy.
Yeah, well, we're starting to get some fucking like the summer league basketball is starting, which is I mean I don't know about you guys, but that I get excited about that. I do get excited about summer league basketball.
Did you watch Scottie Pippen Jr. and Sharif O'Neal throwing down for the Lakers?
I did, but even more exciting, my Thunder dude with Chet Holmgren, he's popping. You're Jesuit, you're guy,
yeah, brother. Yeah, that's my guy.
He is the Gonzaga boy. He looked a little rough the second game, but like that once that guy matures a little bit and like kind of like
if he can shoot any bit like he did in college, he's gonna be fine.
Well, he had that Dirk fadeaway that first game where they like put him side to side and it was like just he had like
carbon
6 blocks the first game. Come on, baby. Come on.
But I take it, during this gap in football, I take it none of us watched any of the like USFL. Any of these spring summer leagues?
Dude, I wanted to watch that and I just totally forgot.
Shout out, what is it, the Birmingham Stallions that won the championship?
Damn, dog, you big Stallions fan?
No, not at all. I know I didn't ever watch a single game of this season.
Well, here if we're since we're on the subject of football, just because I scrolled past this on the old tweeter sphere, Dan Snyder is he's in the Dolls. He flew from Chattanooga to the Dolls today. Dan's primary jet. So he is. So he's in the Dolls. That's where his yacht's docked right now.
Where is it?
I've been following this everywhere.
Where are the Dolls? I'm dumb.
At Dolls after warming. So I get from Italy. So the Dolls are in. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't know what the Dolls are, but it sounds like something too rich from my.
Sounds like something. Yeah, it sounds like somewhere you go when you're invading. When you're invading. Washington
upside down.
So he's actually he's back in. So Dulles it's an airport in Washington.
Is that Dallas?
No, Dulles. Dulles, Dulles.
Dulles.
But yeah, I've been following Dan Snyder. This shit's interesting.
You're like that kid with the Elon Musk jet.
Yeah.
Like
well, I think this is the same guy.
Snyder.
I think
just tracking Snyder too.
He just it's called Dan Snyder Yacht Tracker, and he's every day he's updating where he's at. I love it. Here we go. Dan will testify on July. Oh, here he is going to testify July 28th. I'll be here live. It says the House Committee on Oversight has accepted Dan Snyder's offered testimony. So I think he might do it. He was trying to do it like through like Zoom or something. I don't know if he's able to do that or not.
No,
but I know
he's got to come back stateside at some point.
Dude, what if he just never comes off his yacht?
He's like, international waters, you guys can't arrest me.
Just outside our territory.
It's just always because he's been in Italy for like a week. Like that's where he's been.
Snyder's a fucking pirate, dude.
Dude, 2 weeks from now, he's getting like you just see a headline: Dan Snyder apprehended by United States Coast Guard.
That'd be
or you find out that he's like, or he just like goes full pirate, and like you find out that he's like taking over other people's ships. Like you find they're like, dude, some guy with a
and runs them horribly.
Dude,
runs them just like it's football.
He runs it right into the ground.
Oh, that's so funny. They stop and pick up only Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the only guy allowed on.
It's the first name.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's so funny that that's a thing.
Dude, Dan Snyder, he's a overall piece of shit.
Yeah, but I'm I'm ready for football to come back. I'll tell you that. Like I said, I am ready for even if I would watch a Washington Commanders game right now. Like if you told me that like
Would you watch a Jaguars Commanders game?
dude,
I would
right
watch
now,
the
yes.
Hall of Fame game right now.
Yes. Who's
Shit.
playing that this year?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I know the Lions got Hard Knocks this year. That's gonna be.
Do they?
Yep, that's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, that'll be
Dan
tight.
Campbell
With old Jerry Goff.
Dude, Jared. I actually, funny enough, I watched that clip of them versus the Vikings in like week 13 or whatever it was that this past season, or it was week 11 or 12 actually. The Lions got their first win of the season with that Jared Goff late with time expiring past
the touchdown pass.
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Yes, sir.
That was a pretty cool moment.
Well, everyone was rooting for Dan Snyder. Was it Dan Snyder or not Dan Snyder?
Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell. Everyone was rooting for him. Like I feel like
I love Dan Campbell.
Great
That's
guy.
Dude.
Great guy. And he had to come in and deal with Matt Patricia's shit storm and like the fuck
pencil
up
behind the ear bullshit.
God, dude. The only thing that there's Nick Sirianni does that kind of with his visor where he sticks the fucking Sharpie in the visor and it pisses me off. I mean, like I like Nick Sirianni. I mean,
Nick Sirianni could beat the shit out of any other coach in the NFL other than Vrabel, probably.
Yeah, Mike Vrabel probably eat a fuck. He probably chewed steroids. Like he's the kind of guy that like he probably chews his like fucking his Tylenol and shit. Like he just
Dan Campbell
throws it in his mouth.
Dan Campbell still looks like he could go out there and play some tight end, dude.
Yeah, well, he looks. I mean, he looks like he's in shape and ready to go. That'll be good.
Sean McVay would just get his ass beat by everyone.
Dude, you got to think that. Yeah, Sean McVay. Like, do you think Sean McVay
built like an Ivy League quarterback?
Wait,
he got.
I don't even know if I know this. Is Pete Carroll still coaching next year?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. Who would have thought that? I thought he would
have not the retirement home that his family's been trying to put him in. I'll tell you that.
Right?
They've had a fucking home set aside for a room put aside for old Pete for like 3 years now. They're like, just roll him in. He's already registered.
Needs to retire while his legacy is still
far the oldest coach at this point, right?
I think. I mean, I know he's the oldest, but I don't know if he's by far. Let's see.
Season by season, his legacy is getting absolutely tarnished.
I bet he's got a good 10 years on Belichick. I bet he is that fucking old, dude.
Okay, updated 2022. Here we go. 10 oldest coaches. Hold on, I'm pulling it up.
Now you guys scroll down like a slideshow.
Yeah, I got to go through 11 pages.
He's 64.
11, and then
he's 66.
Between each one is an ad too.
Yeah. Well, while you look that up, on August 4th, the Hall of Fame game will be the Raiders and the Jaguars. So,
the Raiders and the Jaguars. That could be good. You got the DeAndre, or I don't know if those guys will play actually.
No, they might take the first series,
Devontae,
and then that's it.
So Bruce Arians. So yeah, he is still the oldest, but Bruce Arians is not even is like a year and a month younger. Pete Carroll's September 15th, 1951.
Who's not a coach anymore, but he's still in the building.
Who, Bruce?
Arians.
Oh yeah, Bruce isn't the coach anymore.
Todd
That's right.
Bowles,
That's right.
But Bruce is still back there making decisions.
Yeah, so he's 1952. He's October of 52. I mean, Tom Coughlin's still kicking around. So Bill Belichick is April of 52 as well. So
wow.
But Coughlin is 46. 1946. Dick Vermeil's 36, but I mean, he's not there. But Tom Coughlin, is he with Jacksonville still? Like, is he still doing like the front office thing?
I think he's at least some sort of like personnel guy.
Dick Vermeil ain't coaching shit. Why is he on this list?
You know, I wonder what Dick Vermeil looks like now. He is so old. I bet if he popped up right now, we probably wouldn't recognize his ass.
No, I think I saw something with him like within a year ago where he looks like I had such a reaction because I was thinking the exact same thing. I was like, this dude has to be close to death. And I think what it was is he was like doing he was doing an interview for the Kurt Warner fucking movie about how he used to bag groceries before he used to.
Yeah. Did anybody watch that movie?
No, but I mean to. I wanted to see it.
So yeah, Tom Coughlin is it Coughlin, whatever the fuck I think it's Coughlin, right? Is it Coughlin
Yeah,
or Coughlin?
it's
Yeah,
Coughlin.
Coughlin. Yeah. He's Jacksonville's executive vice president of football operations. So they've got a near dead running the ship over there. That's why they're.
He hasn't been. He hasn't been.
I know football when I see it.
Since
Oh,
2019.
This might be an old website. I don't know.
Old Tommy boy is he's out the
There we
pasture.
go. That's what we needed.
Well, there we go. Yeah, that's.
Seahawks, Pete Carroll, Patriots, Bill Belichick, Cardinals, Bruce Arians. How old is this fucking list? Bruce Arians ain't on the Cardinals. He hasn't been for like fucking ever.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still we still
the birth dates are the same.
We still know the birth. Yeah, he didn't fucking change. He went to the Bucks and he's like, dude, just change my identity.
These dates say like he turned 68 on 2020 and it's 2022, so he's 69. I'm saying like these numbers I was reading were wrong. Guys, come on. Don't try to dog me like that.
Let's go the opposite direction. Let's talk about some young ass. Let's talk about some young stallion, aka Zach Wilson fucking his mom's friend. Like, let's talk about that.
Dude,
like, if we're talking about, like, I don't even know how we haven't even talked about that. Like,
he finally earns the respect of the locker room.
I gotta salute him.
He's officially a Jets quarterback now. Him and Joe Namath are just known pussy hounds now.
Dude.
He's
there's no like photo of this chick, right? Like, does anybody know? Like what?
No, but have you seen Zach Wilson's mom?
No. I mean, I would assume. Let me look at him. I mean, you know, he's a good.
Go ahead and look up Lisa Wilson, dude.
Yeah,
but I don't think
good looking.
But the thing is like, I know the friend's got to be hot, but like, so do you guys know the whole story about how this came out?
Yeah, the girlfriend.
Yeah,
or the ex-girlfriend.
So basically, his high school sweetheart and him were like dating, yada yada, all this shit, and all of a sudden, they break up, and she ends up dating his best friend from college and like a wide receiver. This guy's like a backup for the Commanders right now.
Yes, he is a Commander right now. Yeah.
Yep.
And long story short, people were in her Instagram comments saying like, "Oh, you're a homie hopper. You fuck all the, yeah." And so she replied to that comment and be like, "Actually, I'm not a homie hopper." She said something to the effect of, "Zach was too busy fucking his mom's friend." And so I'm surprised. I think this is like this happened over the weekend, and it's today as we're recording. Pull the curtain back, it's Tuesday, but we still don't even know what the fuck this woman looks like. I thought
I'm looking for.
I thought the internet sleuths would have came up with this. The weaponized autism from 4chan would have figured out who this guy's. Is this her?
Yeah, Life According to Lisa. That's her account.
Oh, that's his
Zach
mom.
Wilson offered his mom. He is embarrassed by his mother's social media presence that he offered to pay her to get off Instagram.
Really?
Because the Life According to Lisa account is like a learn how to like better your life. These are like tips and tricks for the mother and the wife at home, but like Mormon. So every Mormon wife looks like Lisa Wilson.
I don't think aren't they not Mormon? I know he went to BYU, but I don't know if Zach Wilson's Mormon.
I mean, there's a shitload of kids, and he went to BYU.
True.
60% sure they're Mormon, but they all look the same. I saw photos of her with groups of her friends, and they all have the same like Stockholm syndrome blonde, like please help me, but like also I'm so brainwashed I can't leave.
Dude, every boy in that family look exactly the same.
Dude, it's fucked. All these Utah boys. But she refused to get rid of her Instagram, and she had a story recently where she was talking on her Instagram where she was like, I told my son, like, don't you know that I've gotten messages from other women around the world saying that the only reason that they wake up in the morning, the only reason that they want to stay alive is because of my Instagram and the messages that I put out there for the people. Like, she has a holier than thou complex.
So dude, she's gonna run a cult here soon. She's like the next cult leader.
Maybe because a starting quarterback for the Jets fell out of her twat, but like that's the kind of
dude. Well, maybe he was doing the world a favor. Maybe he said, I gotta knock her before she runs the next fucking Jonestown. I need to bring her down back to earth. So I'm gonna fucking bang her
I'm
friend.
thinking like
Do you
okay,
guys
Let her
remember?
know, hey,
Do you guys remember Zach Wilson taking that picture at the draft with all those black dudes, and you can tell he's never been around a black guy in his entire life, and the faces he was making as they were all like throwing up like fucking hand signs and shit like that.
Yeah,
And
that is
just,
a guy.
and he was like frozen in place. He's like,
like yo yo yo.
Which one even is he in this photo? Is he in the blue or is he on the far left?
That's the
He's
far
in the
left,
far
I
left.
believe.
So Jesus Christ, like they all literally. I mean, like I would. You can almost.
I don't even think that might be his brothers. I don't think any of those are Zach Wilson. I'm not sure though.
I was gonna say I don't even know if any.
I can't tell by the picture. I don't think any of those guys.
But Zach Wilson, I mean, she's got a professional
Maybe the guy
football
on the
player
left.
son. One of her daughters is like a professional dancer, and so like
What kind of professional dancer? Like the
I think
real
it was,
kind?
I think like ballet.
Are the poles vertical or horizontal?
I think they're horizontal,
Okay.
just like his mother's friend.
Dude,
Yeah, what a
she's
savage.
fucking. She's got to be a dime for him to risk it all. He
Dude,
threw away his high
this
school
guy-
sweetie.
Yeah, but he is like a legend now. Like I think
Yeah.
this is one of those things where like he's
will follow him.
probably and
It bought
like,
him so much street cred for his.
Yeah,
for
and
him.
I'm sure he probably. This is one of those things where at first he's like you said he's immature. He's so naive. He doesn't really had a lot of like real life experience. So I'm sure he's like, oh fuck, and all that stuff. But he's gonna quickly realize that like in the real world, like especially like a fratty type of thing like the NFL, like this scores you so many points, and like there are people that, I mean, like the Madden rating joke going around, like you've got everybody in the world like talking about how how big the dog he's got in him and shit. Now like the respect is just like, look, fuck the high school sweetheart, okay,
Fuck a
his
sophomore
mom,
slump.
fuck
Dude,
his mom and her Instagram page, fuck the mom's friend, okay,
This is what
literally
Patrick
and
Mahomes-
figuratively.
Patrick Mahomes should have done this like 2 years ago with that annoying bitch that he
Yeah.
goes
Oh,
around.
God.
Brittany or
right?
whatever her name, dude, she is the worst.
She
like,
she is like I have no stake in the game and I hate her. Like she's her and Jackson Mahomes together.
and I have like no problem with Patty Daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like I
I
don't
like
mind.
Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, I,
like
don't mind.
Pat
I mean, I
Mahomes.
fuck the Chiefs, you know.
Yeah,
and,
fuck the
Right.
Chiefs. He's a great player and he's fun
and
to watch.
Juju.
I am in
But-
Chiefs Kingdom. I'm in the center of it. This is a Chiefs town, and they hate the girlfriend. They hate his mom. They hate.
Remember that
brother.
restaurant in Kansas City that fucking destroyed Jackson Mahomes? The guy that was like, oh, you think that just because you know whatever, I forget what, but they like, I mean, some business there like just
So they
destroyed
didn't they
it.
bitch? Didn't they like,
kicked him
bitched him out?
Yeah, they're like, just because your brother's something doesn't mean you're shit.
Yeah, you're literally nothing, kid. Like, but then him dancing on Sean Taylor's memorial was like the
That was such a
fucking
ridiculous
so low,
moment.
tip of the
dude.
iceberg. And then he was like, "Oh no, I totally respect him. I wasn't doing like, bro. Like, there's video. Like,
Dude, you're fucking whipping and nay all over the fucking.
remember Sean Taylor?
He's still whipping and name.
Yeah, that was pretty bad, dude. That's that she is hands down the worst.
He's gonna have to do a lot of State Farm commercials to earn my respect back.
Someone needs to give her the old Brenda Warner.
Someone needs to sell her to Vinnie Mac. Someone needs to just pawn her off to old Vinny. Be like, here, you want to fucking.
So what is it
You
now?
want-
6. What,
There he is.
I-
Look at him.
I heard they upped it.
Attaboy.
Boys. They gave him apparently it's 6 women, $12 million is what
a
I
piece, I
heard.
think, right? Or now was it a piece or was it just 12 altogether?
I think it's 12 altogether, but
So like a
over
million
over
apiece?
6 women. Imagine being the woman to find out that there was like one woman who got like 5 million, and you got like 200,000 for fucking. Vince.
You find out that he
I'd
didn't
be so pissed.
Vinny Mac didn't he didn't assault you enough or whatever. You're like, damn. Like, I mean, like, what the fuck is this?
No, you
What
did
made
the
her special?
You did the crazy shit. You were just desperate.
Yeah, so
Got
this
paid
is
dog shit.
like might be like I've been hearing that like this might actually be bad. Like this is one of those things that this might be the thing that takes Vinnie Mac off TV. Like I think there was
not getting better.
because it's not getting better, and like it was one of those things like you know we talked about this a couple weeks ago. Like he was obviously they were just gonna write him off TV for a while. We thought he'd be back. Like this was all gonna kind of just be swept under the rug. But like he might be caught in the storm this time. Like the eye of the storm is coming through, and I think this is definitely gonna get worse before it gets better.
Dude, what if Vince was like, they're like, all right, Vince, you know the shitstorm. It's over. We're gonna write you out of the show, but we're gonna let you pick how you want to go out. And he's like, I always wanted to rehash the Vince McMahon exploding in the limousine from the Chris Benoit story arc. He's like, and they just do that same exact scene over again.
He says,
just to
I
write
want to
him off the
bang
show.
Lita on live television.
I wonder where they were gonna go with that. They had, Benny Mac, he gets blown up in the limo, and then the Chris Benoit thing happens, and then he's forced to come out and have to say something,
Yeah,
and like ruin the storyline. I was like, where the fuck were they going with this?
He had to fake his death to surprise somebody at a match to break it up. I bet. I don't know. Someone to take Austin's title.
Payoff.
Yeah, such a bad payoff.
Chris Benoit broke kayfabe. Fucker.
He broke a lot of necks too.
Hey,
allegedly.
Not according to Chavo.
He's got the body by Bowflex.
He's got that fucking toothless aggression. Well, yeah, Vinnie Mac. I don't know. I mean, other than that, I don't even know if anything new's come out besides that, right? I mean, is he on TV still? I mean, I know he's not. Like
he's still back there in the fucking gorilla position, just working backstage, doing creative.
And he hasn't been on TV since that weird fucking couple weeks ago, right? Where he like did. Did you ever ended up seeing that? Like where he came out? Like remember when like he came out and addressed it all the first time when they were like he handed the company to Stephanie or whatever. Did you ever see that? Like how he like he jumped off the stairs. Like there was no fucking remorse in that at all.
Oh, there's
like,
a skip in that step.
he literally.
Did he hit him with the Kevin Spacey?
So you've got to look this. So when we get off here, at whatever you're going to do after this, go look at when Vince McMahon came out and gave that like speech and like right after the news broke. Not only does he fucking come out like when the song hits, when his music hits, he gets a fucking roaring ovation from the WWE crowd because you already know they're all trash. You know, they love
got
it.
His dick wet.
That's the savior. So he gets like a roaring ovation. He walks to the fucking stage. You know, he goes.
Is that the dog is Zach Wilson
dying
right
over
now?
there? But anyway, so he comes, he like struts down to the fucking, he's doing the walk. It's like you're thinking that like Vince McMahon, it's just like a normal night. So then he gets in there, he does his little bullshit where he chats and gives a speech. But then when he gets out of the ring, like he goes to the steps and he literally skips off the steps. Like he couldn't be more proud of himself.
Like a kid.
And it's like this guy literally just came out and had to step down from his position for sexual assault, and he is skipping through the ring to standing ovations from the crowd. I mean, it was like a sight. I couldn't fuck. It was so wild.
That's fucking unbelievable. Are we gonna get the 41-second clip? Can we put this on YouTube if we put this clip on? I don't know if we can.
It's not full screen and it's not using the audio.
Yeah,
we do no audio.
But he made one appearance after this when they were hyping the John Cena thing, and literally all Vince McMahon did was, "Ladies and gentlemen, John Cena," and then like it was a big entrance just for him to go, "Here's John Cena," and then he fucks off.
Dude, that's
the rise and fall of a great wrestling legend. Speaking of wrestling legends, I don't know if I mentioned this on the podcast yet, but later this month, I will be attending Ric Flair's last match in Nashville, Tennessee. It's a shitty promoter. I think it's like his wife or his, I don't know. It's like a family member of his runs a really shitty wrestling promotion. Stuart, do you know anything about that?
Yeah, it's the guy that does a bunch of podcasts with a bunch of legends.
He's known for being a slime ball. It'll come to me in a second. But long story short,
Crockett, is it?
What's that?
Isn't it supposed to be like it's supposed to like kind of be like a throwback? Like, isn't it supposed to kind of be like the Jim Crockett Promotions type of thing?
Yes,
kind of.
It is a Jim Crockett Promotions. It's his kids.
So originally it was supposed to be at what is called the Nashville Speedway, which is a racetrack, like an outdoor. Like you can imagine like just a 1/4 mile track. I've gone to some races there, but it's like a big grandstand, and it was going to be like him in the middle of like where the racetrack is, I guess. And the event sold out so many tickets that they moved it to what's called the Nashville Arena. It's not Bridgestone. It's like an old timey arena that concerts used to happen at. But I'm very happy that it's fucking inside. And I don't know why they ever thought, but it's the day after SummerSlam.
Yeah,
so
let's kill
SummerSlam.
Ric Flair. Let's put him outside.
So there's gonna be so many wrestling fans in town, and I think Ric Flair's last match is gonna be. It's a pay-per-view event. You guys can buy it. I think it's like $25 though. I really don't expect him to wrestle that much, but it is going to be the Nature Boy's last match, and I'm really excited.
He was doing fucking push-ups on Instagram earlier, and I saw he has a guy standing over him. So like while he's doing push-ups, this guy's got his like fists on his back, and he's like basically like guiding.
He's like lifting him up.
It might be. I mean, but it's like
Jay Lethal's been the guy that's been in the ring with them, and like he's hip tossing Ric Flair.
Oh yeah, Rick's taking the
bumps. Like
I think that he's going to take one really good bump, and that's going to be like the only bump he takes.
Now, Flair sells, baby. He's gonna do the Flair flop.
He's definitely flopping.
There's definitely gonna be the turnbuckle
slap.
chop.
Of course.
And he struts out and hits the flop. There's gonna be the Irish whip into the corner post, and then he rolls over the post.
You think he can still do the roll?
He's not rolling over the roll.
Yes,
I don't know if he does the roll, dude. Okay, we're doing okay. Another $5 bet to the LeBron James Foundation. Fucking so $5. So Jack and I are saying that no, I do not think he rolls. Still,
He rolls over the turnbuckle, does the curtain, and then they do the clothesline on the apron.
Dude, if he does the roll, fucking, you better standing O. Like you better get up and clap.
I'm gonna standing O regardless. I'm afraid it's gonna end like the
sure.
movie. I'm afraid it's gonna end like the movie The Wrestler, where he jumps off the top turnbuckle and fucking is probably dead.
Okay, so if
he's gonna Mickey Rourke himself, dude. He's gonna Mickey Rourke himself.
Put $5 to the LeBron James school, right?
Yes,
and I'll put $5 if he doesn't.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right,
dude, I'm down. So yeah, so his opponent who is he wrestling? Has it ever been announced?
Dude, they gave so little details about this entire.
Well, Stuart had we talked about this, and I remember you having like a pretty good, like, who'd you think it was going to be? Like, I remember you like, dude,
Disco Inferno.
Disco.
Let me see.
Gold Dust.
Well, I remember you had like when we first were talking about this, you had like a thought of who it might be.
I mean, I was hoping it was Steamboat. One last Ricky Dragon Steamboat Flair match, because Steamboat can still go.
Dude, that'd be so tight.
It says it's still not been revealed.
Yeah.
He has no official opponent for the final match during StarCast 5.
This guy literally was on his deathbed like 2 years ago.
Jim Crockett Promotions presents Ric Flair's last match.
Yeah, Conrad Thompson is such a goober, but he does the show with Bruce Pritchard. He does the show with the podcast with JR. That was kind of his end. He was just a successful slimeball mortgage broker who used his, I don't know, somehow he got tight with these guys.
He didn't use anything. He just fucking slimed his way through there.
And now he's married to Ric Flair's daughter, Megan.
You said JR. It's funny, real quick about JR. I used to follow him on Twitter because I was like, oh, cool, JR.
Dude, he likes the grimiest shit.
Okay, not only does he like the grimiest shit, because he does, it's like girls and thongs, like Hooters. It's like it never gets past Hooters level like trashiness, but it's like it is that.
It's all softcore.
It's all softcore shit. But between seeing tweets that say liked by JR and seeing like a 19-year-old girl wearing a thong eating some fucking ribs, he tweets about his own barbecue sauce. Literally, like it's a Pokemon saying its own name. Like it's like, geez, like JR barbecue sauce every 5 minutes, just like that. Like,
yeah, I can't tell you. Like, it's the point. I still follow him, and it's still the point where, like, if I see some chick, some half naked broad on my page, like, I know that like 95%, if I look up, it's gonna say Jim Ross liked by Jim Ross. Like he has
JR's making you scroll so fast through his page. You're like,
man,
I don't know what's gonna pop up.
Shan's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, it's JR, babe.
Yeah.
Like, what the It's fucking Jim Ross.
Like, listen, baby,
Slobberknocker on my
his
phone.
wife died under tragic circumstances. He's all alone. Let
Give him a
him
break.
look at the boobs.
You just hit him
I'm
with
looking
that
at
line.
boobs. I'm only looking at boobs for JR. Okay.
Yeah,
You
solidarity.
You just hit her with
Yeah.
that same line you used to hit your mom with. It was a pop-up. I don't know how it got there. She's like, a pop-up on your phone?
Every other
Yeah.
picture, I'm like, it's
Android.
a fucking busy pop-up. You know? Fuck, dude. And this pop-up's name is Jim Ross, and half his face doesn't move. That's another thing.
Jesus
It's like,
Christ.
think about that. He's following these chicks up and down his timeline with like one eye, like this.
How you doing?
Have his mouth moving.
He's going, oh, that's a nice ass.
Dude, that's funny because I think he probably was more like Jerry the King Lawler than we ever thought.
Well,
he was
Jerry
the one
Lawler
writing
was always
Jerry's
a puppies
lines.
guy. He liked the boobs. JR's an ass man, right?
I'm an ass man.
JR's the ass man.
Dude, Mr. Ass. Like what a he just
Dude,
represents
shit gimmick.
90s wrestling.
We should come up with we should do another list since sports is so dead next week.
What's that?
Maybe the audience, if you guys have any input, this would be a good one. But I think we should do a top wrestling theme songs because there's so many fucking good ones.
I'm
If we did
down.
if we did a draft with some selections, I think we could get some
Top
really
5?
great songs.
Do we
I think we
draft
each-
or do we just come with our own 5? Like I feel like because like
Oh
that's one
yeah,
of
we
those
can come with
things,
our
like,
we can come with our
Yeah.
top 5.
Vote on
because like
this
if
one.
somebody takes like one of the best ones and we're all kind of fucked out of that, you know, like somebody's got probably going to end up with like a softer list, a weaker list.
Dude, there's so many fucking.
There's
good
so
ones.
many good ones.
Okay,
Did you
if
see
we
that
do-
video I sent you, Nick, this week of the kid with the fireworks playing the Batista theme song?
Yeah, dude.
I walk alone
I walk
inside
alone.
this pit. It's just this like unfortunate looking kid, and he's just like while fireworks are going off in the background. He gives him the big punch.
if we do a top 5
That dude's a dog.
wrestling entrance music, does this include? Is it only individual wrestlers' music, or can we
No.
do stables?
You
can
can
be
do
whatever.
stables. Yeah, you can
Yeah,
choose
no,
DX.
I've
I know.
already-
I know somebody's gonna choose DX, but
or like
yeah,
the
you can do-
Brood,
Yeah,
Nah, dude. NWO.
NWO.
the Wolfpack. Dude, that was
Yeah,
so
dude.
fun.
NWO.
I'll get sidetracked, but when the Fiend and John Cena did that fucking NWO reenactment with the fucking Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff, do you remember that during
The Bray Wyatt
WrestleMania?
match.
Yeah, the Funhouse Happy Hour. That
Yeah.
shit cracked me. And then
Dude,
Vince
that
McMahon,
Funhouse match was awesome.
dude, and Vince McMahon going, "This is some good shit."
yeah. Yeah, I love
so fucking good.
Bray
dude.
Wyatt is the man. Yeah, let's do that next week. So next week, we will come with our top 5. Each of us will have our top 5 wrestling instances, whether it's a stable, single wrestler. We're sticking to WWE, or are we just doing
No.
professional wrestling?
All
It's just
time.
whatever.
Yeah,
Love that.
Just
So
wrestling.
whatever. Okay, good.
My list
good.
is not gonna win because I'm gonna be like, fucking Midnight Express guys, right? Midnight
Fuck
Express.
it, dude.
Like,
It's all
fuck off.
about it. And Andrew, we will. If we can, I don't know if we can. Well, I guess we can't play it on YouTube. I was gonna say it'd be cool if we could play these instances, but God,
I
we
think
just have 100
I think-
copyright strikes.
I think you can play it on
So-
Spotify. You can play it on Spotify.
You know, so many wrestlers'
with the
music
music.
is in public domain. That's why they would use them, because some of them are like don't have licensing.
Well, let's make it happen.
We're getting told it can happen probably.
Yeah,
so you
we're,
guys
we're
are
being
gonna
told
stay
we're
tuned.
being told from the front office. Yeah, so we actually we've made so much money in our first 7 episodes that we've hired a
So much.
staff.
Don't
like
worry
we've
about
got-
it.
Yeah, you hear that? You hear that? That's our staff, and that was actually like 3 or 4 different people. That wasn't just one guy. So so our front office will get on this. We'll find out if we can play these or not. But yeah, next week we're gonna come with our top 5. I'm excited about this. Good shit, because this is basically turning into a wrestling podcast. So
We need to get Conrad Thompson, I guess. Now.
we got to get Conrad Thompson. We got to get Chavo Guerrero. But other than that, thank you guys for joining us. This is what is today? We didn't even say what fuck it was today.
Who
Is it
gives a fuck
July?
what the day
July
is,
13th.
dude?
July 13th.
This episode
yeah.
is timeless. There's a story about
Yeah.
me crashing a car.
Yeah, fucking
All kinds of felonies.
Look, we're all gonna get out of here. We got shit to do. It was fun hanging out. Hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys next week. Kisses.
Love you guys.
This is such good shit.